everyone, it's Darren with Madcap Toys. Welcome back to the Toy Barn. Kathy's going to be joining us in a second. We've had a very nice weekend of sales. Currently, we've got a total of 22 items that are supposed to go out, but we're going to be breaking this up into 2 videos. So we're going to be sending out 11 today so we can get them done, found, shipped, and packed and shipped out tomorrow morning. And then we're going to be doing 11 for tomorrow, and we'll show you a video of those items. So again, we can ship them, pack them, get them out, and try to do it as quick and keep it to where it's in an orderly fashion for our customers, so we know when people are getting their stuff and it's not all just being flown out and back and forth and all this stuff, because we've been having some items already with the post office that have been getting sort of delayed. So I don't know if some of you guys have noticed that with your sales, but the post office seems to be delaying some items. We had one package that was priority postage the other day, and it's what, 2 days behind? So it's already started. So I don't know if it's because of a mass influx of sales are going on, which is a good thing, or if the post office just taking their time, which is not a good thing. But anyway, we want to keep this as orderly as possible for our buyers, because it is an important time of the year. Anytime we start getting into the burrs, you guys that have watched this for a while realize that we say when you get into the burrs, that's when the sales start taking off for the holidays. All right, Kathy, what have we got going, babe?
We got.
All right, let me trade off with her. All right, guys?
Hey, folks, welcome back to Madcap Toys. My name is Kathy. If you don't already know me, we got our hand slapped the other day. Yep, we sure did. On something we didn't know that we did wrong. And I'm going to explain it in the video, because it's going to be the video title, of course. But before we begin, if you haven't already, subscribe to the Madcap Toys family. What are you doing? Also, if you like the video, stay till the end. Comments. Of course, we love them. Keep them coming. We love you guys. And also hit the bell for all notifications, because each and every time we upload content, of course, you're going to be the first to know. Also, just a quick announcement before we begin. He decided not to want to say hello today. We have a new adoption in the family. Yes, indeedy. His name is Claus. Not Claus as in Claus, but Claus as in Santa Claus, of course, because we do toys, and we also have our Christmas cottage as well. So we're happy and excited. We were asked to see if we would want him, because he would have been the last from the litter. I don't know what that was.
That was a spider.
Okay, a spider.
And there's another one. Hold on.
Deemy Little Miss Muppet, right? Muppet sat on. He is actually coming down from the right there, right there.
There's another one. Boy, oh boy.
They're all trying to get into the camera, folks. But
yeah.
So anyway. My son called and said, hey, Mom, we have a friend that's getting rid of 2 kittens. We're taking the female one for our other female cat to have a sister, and there's a little boy cat. And now we were like, I asked him, I was like, they're just asking. And he was like, get him. And I said, okay. And right now he's still trying. He's a gray tabby with white little paws, so adorable. Been cuddling with Darren while I was going to get him food and all that good stuff. But he's not really he's camera shy still yet. He's kind of hiding and hasn't, you know, ate much yet. He's only been here for about a couple hours, so we're trying to let him feel his way through before we, you know, make him a camera bug. So we're giving him some space for a little bit, but as soon as he allows me, we're gonna put a short out there, maybe a video of our little Claus Lester. So we're so proud of him. But we will show you clips, pictures, and all that good stuff on social media whenever he allows us to. Okay. All right. So also, let's get into this before we do the what solds. As far as eBay slapped our hand, right? They slapped our hand. They gave us a message and said, hey, if you guys don't fix these 13 listings, they're going to be removed because you violated the search manipulation policy. And I was like, what?
Never heard of it before, right?
And I looked at the 13, yeah, and I looked at the 13 listings. You might want to move that, honey. It's burning my leg.
I'm sorry.
It's the heater. I'm like,
we're trying to heat it up in here. I haven't been in here all day.
Goodness, so okay.
Good, Angel?
He gets cold real quick, you know.
Yes,
it's one of those
issues.
But getting back to it, the search manipulation policy. So I was like, did Darren put on listings that are against what? And I looked, and they were all listings that we put on like 2 years ago. So I'm like, I don't understand. So anyway, I looked, and they were all comics. 13 comics, and all of them had exactly in the title what the title was. If it had a question mark, it was in there. If it had an exclamation point, it was in there. One of their policies is do not have a question mark or an exclamation point. Well, mostly the question mark.
And yet I sewed one the other day.
They had a question mark. You saw it, the mask comic. And they said because if you have a question mark in it, it may do something that may mislead the buyer. And I thought, well, goodness sakes, this is the name of the title that has that question mark. So I sat there and went through, took the question marks out, took the exclamation points out. And also, too, they said in the item specifics, if Daren had, like, for instance, an Avengers comic, he put like 9 or 10 superheroes. Clicked on the item specifics. Nope, they didn't want that. They wanted one that was on the cover of the comic. That's it.
That's it.
So I went and had to do all that and all that good stuff. So hopefully the eBay gods will suffice and they'll be happy.
Well, so much for the Avengers.
Right. So I'm wondering, because I have other comics out there that have a question mark in the title, because that's what it has on the comic, if they're not going to be flagged either. So let me know in the comments below if you've experienced something like this too as of late. Don't know what's going on. It's that eBay item specific Google crazy going again. So hopefully I've kept him from removing any listings up to this point now. So search manipulation policy. If you have a superhero,
how's the question mark going to manipulate the policy?
They said if you have a question mark in the title, you're doing something that'll mislead the buyer.
Okay.
The name of the title. But anyway. Removed it, did what they wanted. Also, the item specifics, I only had characters related to the front cover, and we did it, right? So we did it. Another one of those machine things that they're working on.
Jeez,
so
I'm smarter,
sales results. Seen a spike over the weekend? Thank you, Hey Fro. Thank you, Darth Thrifter. Thank you, My Boring Reseller Life. And JL Stanton 1968, for all of you for speaking with me. We've been talking together in regards to sales results. We did it, guys. Back in Wednesday, things were getting so crazy and so low that we reset 50% of our store. We ended half of our store and sold similar that night. It took me about almost an hour. Within a few hours, it did exactly. We had a spike. We started making like 5-6 sales and got offered about 52 offers, right? Which is a lot. And so we had a spike. We had a good sales day. And then Thursday had a good, well, rest of Thursday. Friday had a good sales day. Saturday was okay. It's starting to, like they said, in the 4-day span, it went spike. And then all of a sudden it started to turn, right? It started to go like this. So as you know, because it's not seen as much in the search results day after day, it's going to start to go down. So I'm hoping by like a couple of days before the end of the month, I'll have enough room to do another 50% store spike. I'd like to do 100%, but we have almost 8,000 listings with a 10,000 listing, hover there.
Well, there's some people saying that you can't do this end and sell similar. They don't know what they're talking about.
No.
It works, but the problem is you have to have the elbow room for it to work.
You have to have the elbow room to work, and all of us know that as a community. Yeah. We all know that. So if you have that room and you can do the reset once 100% every 4 days, good, do it. Yeah. If you don't, just do what you can.
But if you've got a listing where you've got a total of, what are we at just in the store, 8,800 or so?
We have 7,791.
Okay, but I'm talking with multiple. It'd be like 8,800 and something, right?
Well, 12,000.
Okay.
We're in the 12,000s now.
Well, if you take and you do, however eBay counts it.
I think they count as one listing.
Yeah, if they count it as one listing right now.
Yeah.
You as a big store owner can't list but so much.
Correct.
If you've got 10,000 listings that you can list, and you've got 500 items in your store, you can do that multiple times, no problem. But the logic is, how often are you going to do that?
Right.
How many items are you going to list a day? And then you need to subtract mentally those items from your monthly total of allotment, because you don't want to pay eBay more money on top of money on top of money just to continually reboot your items.
Right. And like I told Jen, I said right now for us it isn't feasible.
It's not doable.
It's not that, but it's not feasible to increase ourselves to an anchor store that's $350 a month when we're all being hidden like this in the searches after 4 days. It's just not feasible. But like Hayfro said, and thank you, Hayfro, we'd rather invest in ourselves than be giving money in promoted listings advanced and all of this. We want to get the money, right, guys? We want to show, and if it takes having to reset every few days, or some of you are reset once a month or twice a month, we're going to have to do it until, as we do cross posts, all that, until eBay gets their stinking search engine fixed. That's what we have to do. So,
well, half the search engine doesn't even work.
Correct. And then, of course, we're doing like we did in the other videos, doing the item specifics. Honestly, we haven't seen a great gain of fixing those as of yet. Some people said they've seen search results, have seen sales. I'm sure I'm getting a little bit of improvement, but I'm not getting the sales and improvement like I am with
it depends on if eBay's flubbing up the system during the day. I mean, if you're working on it and you're having to do a lot of specifics, and it happens to be a day they're messing with the system and shutting the system down 8 hours overnight, you're not going to notice the increase on that, you know.
No, and I know some people said don't do the reset till like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Of course, me, I do my day job, no explanation there, and like you probably do too. But I did it like on Wednesday night, like I try to do it 11 Eastern time, where it's still like 9 or 8 or 9 Pacific Standard.
But that don't work for people like me that work, you know, 8, 9 o'clock in the morning, running the errands for the business, shipping the items, coming in, working, putting on. I mean, you know, everybody can't work second shift.
Sure. But what I'm saying is do what you think fits, and what you can do. But like I said, it seems like for us, the end listings sell similar. It seems to work for us a little bit better. But of course, yes, we're still doing item specifics. We're still trying to put in keywords when we list new, and then try to fix the older ones as we go. But what's spiking to get our sales as best as we can is that reset at this moment.
I personally believe,
until something changes.
I personally believe item specifics on eBay has gone too far.
I believe so.
I believe that there is a necessity to specify certain things, but I believe also that on eBay it's been overdone proportional wise. I mean, you have a list on the site that's ridiculous.
And so, like you guys all said, it's critical to our success. We got to do what we got to do until eBay gets it in their brain to fix the search engine, index properly, and get us back to where we were a few years back, right? All right, guys. So 11 of them today. And we got 2 on Mercari. We got 9 on eBay. Let's start out with Mercari, shall we? We've only got a couple there.
By the way, we just had 2 come in, if you just noticed.
Got 2 come in this weekend. Mercari is Miss Low Poshmark. Where are you? 4 or 5 days. What's going on? I've been priming the engine, and still nothing yet. So we'll see. First up. We have, this is a Halloween theme. Now, guys, just to warn you, we showed the exact pictures. This box is not pretty. It wasn't pretty. We got it in a huge lot back in the day.
Yeah, I got 500 of these NASCAR cars from a gentleman that come in. He was a young guy. He brought in totes of these, and they was all piled in totes.
And they were beautiful.
Yeah, most of them was beautiful, but that one
was one of the ones that kind of looked like a dog had some supper, right? Or something. Or a mouse. Right. So, but everything's cool in here. Well, there's a little bit of a hole there, but we had shown everybody the pictures and what it looked like, and Daren sold it really inexpensive. It is a 1997 Revell Monogram 124 scale Frankenstein Monster number 5 car, and they never put it in the order. I don't know why. And it's going out to Bill. Hi, Bill. For $5 plus
shipping to boot.
Shipping to boot. Thank you so much, Bill. So, as Bill knew, we sold it for $5 because, I mean, goodness, look at that box.
Well, odds are he's going to take it out and display it.
He's going to take it out and display it. So awesome job. It's going out to you in the AM. Thank you, Bill.
That box is sorry.
It is. Seen better days. All right, and lastly, from our Star Trek: The Next Generation series, one of Daren's favorite characters
Locutus of Borg.
No, it's Locutus.
Locutus of Borg.
I kept saying Locutus.
Of course you did.
Of course I did. Because I don't know what I'm talking about, right?
Well, if you was really a Star Trek fan, you'd been shipped out.
I would have been shipped out to not to sea, but to space.
You'd been airlocked.
Airlocked for sure. All right, so the Star Trek: The Next Generation. Locutus.
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 Borg.
Captain Jean-Luc Picard as a Borg figure.
Let's say this together one more time.
Okay.
Locutus of Borg.
Locutus of Borg. Okay. But I knew the French one, Captain Jean-Luc Picard. My grandma would be proud. Going out to Conrad. Hey, Conrad.
Hey, Conrad.
For $13. That's really good.
Yeah.
And, of course, Pristine, this was back in, what, 93?
I really hated to sell that guy, but, you know.
This card is almost, and figure, is almost 31 years old. Wow.
Well, I'm getting worried we're going to lose Jean-Luc Picard here soon.
Oh, my goodness. Isn't he in his 80s?
He's up there, yeah. And,
that's,
you know.
Right?
I've always loved him as an actor in Star Trek, but, you know.
Yeah, he was really good. He's one of my favorites.
That's going to be sad when he's gone. You know?
One of my favorites. Now, I got a little tiny story. Darren modeled this for me. We got a little tiny story. This was one of our...
Berry buys.
Berry buys. Darren bought, was it last year?
Yes.
Okay. He bought a big lot off of his brother. And his brother had a tag on this for $10. And Darren said, will you want to take 10 as you have in the tag? And he said, yeah, I'll take 10.
And I honestly didn't know what it was worth, but I knew it was worth more now. Yeah.
We took it home. I said, Darren, it's worth something. And he said, okay, list it for that. If anything changes, we'll deal with it. Darren sold this. It's a 2014 new Imaginext Krabby Patty food truck with SpongeBob movie out of water. So it's a movie thing.
Off the movie, yeah. Sold
to Natan. Hi, Natan. Hold on to your seats, folks. For $229.98.
Almost makes you want to go, bam!
That, Darren was, I think we took like maybe a 5 or 10% off.
Yeah, we took a little off.
My goodness, to pay $10 and get $229.
To make a sell like that's well worth the discount.
Right. So it was an amazing thing. All right, and next up, this one's a real nice one.
And that's something new sellers need to think about.
Right.
Sometimes a sell like that can make a day.
It made a big day.
Yeah.
And this one up here is the DC Universe Justice League, the League United exclusive action figure 6-pack. And it's going out to Ciro. Hi, Ciro. For $38.49.
Thank you, Zero.
Right, really, really nice. It shows 35 on the tag, but I think Darren got like a 50% off or something like that.
Yeah, you're considering that. I bought that in a grouping. I think I bought like 4 or 5 of those.
Okay.
But those
they
different
were going out of business, and I think they were doing 50% off.
Different sets, right. Now, do I have any more sets of that, or is that it?
That was sitting right here, right. Okay. So this was one of the cuties that was sitting here while everybody was watching. Yeah. And now you can see.
It's one of the ones that nobody will notice is gone.
We got some room. Well, they might. There's binge watchers. They might have noticed that and went, yep, that's gone. Yeah. You never know.
So much of our stuff gets replaced so fast, nobody notices the hose, you know.
And from our pop shelf, which you know what I found out? When our grandson is born, we're going to have to get another shelf because we got to put him up somewhere.
What's his name again?
Balin. His name will be Balin, like Star Wars Balin. Balin Mace.
Dark Jedi.
So you may have to either change the Star Wars shelf to Balin shelf, or next to his brother Danny, or we might have to put a new shelf somewhere.
No, I'm
somewhere
going to have to reshelve this.
We'll have to reshelve the area. So Balin, remind Papa when you get here in March.
Papa will know.
All the grandkids have their own shelf named after them.
And they all look at the shelves when they come in.
And they point it out and say, "How's my shelf, Adeline? How's my shelf doing, Papa?" You know, they know. All right, from the Pop 1 series, Funko Pop Disney Moana number 417 vinyl figure, going out to Mel. Hey, Mel. For $8.99. That's really good. Yeah. But I do remember getting this from a retail arbitrage buy at over 50% off. So that is why it sold at a good price. Thank you so much, Mel.
Well, the better deal we get, the better deal everyone else gets.
That's right.
Unless something's just uber collectible and you can't.
And we always sell types of currency. Always. And this one, so we sold the 1990 United States Mint set. And it's a Repeat buyer.
Hey, repeat buyer.
Repeat buyer.
I have to put that on there.
Going out to Jeff. Thank you so much,
Hey,
Jeff.
Thank you.
For $15.98. Really nice. We've actually been selling the mint and proof sets lately.
Yeah, we have. I've got a lot of them that I'm trying to sell down a group so I can reflush. So, you know.
And some more DC stuff happening.
Did we get a comic? Is it?
No, this is actually a...
Oh, an action set. Okay.
This came from the DCM shelf. That would be DC and Marvel shelf that we've called. It's a 2017 new mitten box Mattel DC Justice League Batman vs. Parademon. Going out to Joshua. Hi, Joshua. For $50.
There you go.
$50. Really, really nice. Never been opened, brand new, sealed, ready to go out to Joshua in the AM. Thank you so much.
Looks like it just come out, don't it?
Yeah, just looked like it came out from the store. So.
How many years is that now? What year was it released?
He's doing it again, guys. He's asking those questions.
I'm on 2017.
Yeah, 2017. Yes.
All right, there we go.
It wasn't in the listing, so therefore I
get it. That's about 6 years old, so it looks sharp for 6 years.
Exactly. All right, Skippy for the next video. Skippy. Okay, so we wanted to get out a lot of the Halloween. Some of the Halloween ones weren't due till Tuesday, but we're getting some of them out because we're nice and we want to make sure that they have it for their holiday. So
as best we can.
As best as we can. We can't depend. You know the post office, right? You can ship it out a million times away and still they'll have delay. But this is what we're going to try to do. All right, so zombie undead walker cheek decay means cheeks. You know,
skin
showing the bone there. Ugh. 3D FX transfer Halloween costume accessory going out to Alex. Alex, your cheek decay is on the way. Yeah, I rhymed. For $9.98. There you go. It's going to be great on the next party or trick-or-treating time.
There you go.
In the AM.
Thank you
so much. And that doesn't stop the Halloween. No. Because somebody's having a party. And we got this from our Amazon pallet, pallet. We actually have 2 of these. This is one of them. We got one more.
One more. Okay.
And it came with the banner. It came with balloons. I mean, this little package. It came with a big, what do you call it, a drapery thing that put behind the scene, the backdrop. It came with a lot of stuff, including the tape to put it up. It was crazy. Halloween horror birthday party decoration set going out to Nadja. Hi, Nadja. For $14.99. Not bad. This has got like, I'm guessing 50, 60, 70 pieces to it. It's great. So,
and you got one more?
And I got one more, and I probably paid maybe $3 to $4 for this. So, really good profit. We're happy. They're happy. We're all happy. Right? We like to make the people happy as best as we can. All right. Next up, we're passing this, passing that. Oh, more gory makeup. We got 4 of these, but we're giving out one this holiday season. This is the a Halloween costume makeup kit, Hanging Eye Monster Freddy Horror Haunted House. From our Halloween tote. And it's going out to Julissa. Hi, Julissa. For $6.99. Not too bad, because if you went to the Halloween store, you're looking to pay about that off the shelf. And yeah, it comes with all the accessories there to make that hanging eye happen. So going out to you. Thank you so much. And more Halloween. Lastly, I think he's our last one. Our very last one of these. Are we
talking the last skull?
Well, we have a gold one over there. It's not really a light up one. It's a plain one to put candy in.
It's more like an idol or something.
But this particular one, it blinks 3 different colors through the eyes. I think it's red, green, and blue or something like that. But it comes from our seasonal Target palette. Hide-and-Eek Boutique Light Up Color Changing Medium Skull. Going out to Karen. Hi, Karen. For $10 plus
shipping to boot.
Shipping to boot. Thank you so much, Karen. Really nice. Actually, my daughter-in-law was trying it out when she visited last. She was like, "Oh, does that change?"
One?
Caitlin.
Of course.
She was like, "Does it really change colors?" And she was like, "Oh yeah." She's turning it on. She loved it. So that's all for the 11 items, guys. These are going to be packed up, and we're going to go back to the house and check on old Claus, not Claus, but Santa Claus. We're gonna call him just Claus, like Claus. Maybe Santa on the beginning. I don't know. We're new to this naming thing, but it's gonna be But he is such a good kitty. Like right now, he's like all silent, all just standing there, a little vocal when he's scared.
He came up to me and stuffed his head right between my back and the
he's
chair.
Adorable. I can't wait to show you guys. So we're gonna pack this up. We're gonna ship it on out, and we're gonna get ready for Monday. But you guys have been fantastic. Keep bringing those comments, and we love them. And like I said, we want to just keep up with your sales results and all what you're doing to kind of keep getting your stuff visible like we are. And until next time, bye bye guys.
Bye guys. Have a great one.